you've never seen me complain about penalties or officiating. I never do it. It never makes sense to me. No one should, because your team should play well enough to where officiating does not determine the impact of the game. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very simple. The structure is going to be two parts. One, I'm going to break down a lot of plays that show you why Tennessee fans shouldn't complain about the refs and why they were not cheating for Alabama. And I'm really interested to hear what Tennessee fans have to say in relation to these plays that I'm going to show you. And two, at the end, I'm going to explain why it never makes sense to complain about the refs and how officiating does not determine the impact of a game. So let me know what you think. Let's go right into the plays. So the first play is right here. You know, I'm gonna be a little satirical. You know, I'm gonna have a little fun here. It's the first quarter. It's 2 minutes 41 seconds. You know, I just did not know that the referees are responsible for your quarterback running the play, you know, running the ball into the line of scrimmage against Alabama for no gain on 1st and goal. You know, I didn't know that the referees go up to Josh Heupel, tell him what play to call, and then the quarterback takes that play and runs a quarterback power into the middle of the Alabama defense on 1st and goal, 6 yards away from the end zone. I didn't know that. So, you know, maybe that's something I need to learn. So, but who knows? Maybe the referee does do that. Who knows? Maybe they do. So let's go to the next play. This is 2nd and goal. With first quarter, 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. Remind you, Tennessee's already up 7-0. Once again, I was just unaware that the referees called the plays here, and Tennessee does a fake sweep to the fake toss to the running back, and then they try to throw the ball to the tight end. And look at this: the referees calls the Alabama defender to play defense on the tight end. The referees actually made Deontay Lawson, Alabama's talented middle linebacker, number 32, jump up and deflect that pass and made it uncatchable. I didn't know the referees could do that type of thing. If you knew that, you know, please let me know and put that in the comments below. That would be really helpful. And before I move on, because I know somebody's going to say, Caleb Downs had his arm around the tight end. It's like that type of play does not get called all the time against Alabama, for Alabama. Doesn't get called in the NFL, doesn't get called in college. Will some referees call it sometimes? Sure. Should you be counting on that or expect that to happen? No. And it's kind of ticky-tacky. And if Tennessee got that call against Alabama, then Tennessee fans will be complaining that that flag was thrown. So I really don't expect, I hope none of you complain about that, because one, he didn't impact them. The tight end still can get a hand on the ball if it was thrown in a way where it could actually get to him, if Deontay Lawson didn't tip the ball. But once again, I just didn't know that the referee determined how high the Alabama linebacker can jump and tip the ball, and if Caleb Downs, the safety, actually plays this assignment on the tight end. But you know, like I said, maybe I'm unaware of those things. So let's go to 3rd and goal. It's still the first quarter, 2 minutes, 8 seconds left. Same drive, by the way. They haven't moved much beyond 1 yard past the first play on this in this 1st and goal situation through our receiver set to the right. On this play, Tennessee then decides to throw an out route to the running back, who comes out of the backfield against the Alabama linebacker, number 32, same guy. And what would you know, the referee must have had like a fan and was like blowing the wind and made that ball sail on an out route past the running back and be an uncatchable play. I didn't know the referees determined that. But, you know, once again, maybe you all can tell me how the referee determines where the ball flies to, how it comes out of the quarterback's hand, and how that leads to, you know, them favoring Alabama. I really want to know how does that work? Like, give me that. So let's go on a little bit later. You know, because I know people are gonna say there were other things. Well, let's look at it again. First quarter, this is the next drive that they had. You know, after they got that field goal and after they stopped Alabama on defense, by the way, Alabama still scoreless. It's 1st and 10, 1 minute, 16 seconds left. Man, on this particular play here, you know, on this drive, Alabama, I think this is after the strip sack that they got on Jalen Milroe. So they stopped Alabama, got the ball back on, what yard is this? 21, 22? Just the 23-yard line. On Alabama side of the field, mind you, on the 23-yard line. I didn't know. I did not know that once Tennessee makes this play, so this is a good play for Tennessee, right? They're gonna call a great play to, first of all, I'm gonna give credit to Josh Heupel and the offensive coordinator here. They called this play up in order to make a tension between the linebackers. So I think is this Dylan Turner and Deontay Lawson? It is. Both of them run out because they see the running back, or I think that's Squirrel White. Whoever it is that catches the ball, they're running out to the flat with Milton rolling out to the right with them. They both see the guy running out, and they both instead watch Milton. Because this is what this play is intended to do. It's supposed to attract the linebackers, and it's supposed to cause one of those guys or both of those guys to come forward because they're looking for attention here. This offensive coordinator is looking to say, hey, if the linebacker chases you, throw it to the guy in the flat. If the linebacker follows your guy in the flat, then you probably run and try to get, the first down, get some scramble yards. This play worked so well, both linebackers followed Milton, and he's able to make a good throw, and bam, gets a first down. Now, apparently, this is just a setup because, after making this great play, the referees were just waiting to mess up Tennessee because on this next play, they cause Tennessee to throw a 50-50 ball that's incomplete. And apparently they must have pulled out that fan again and made the ball go really high in the air and sail over the receiver's head, because that's obviously how they're cheating for Alabama, because they can't let Tennessee call their own plays and execute their own things in the red zone after they got the ball on the 23-yard line. So apparently on 1st and goal, they were like, hey, make Tennessee throw a 50-50 ball. The refs got the play sheet. So that's going to lead to 2nd and goal. So let's see what the refs did next against Tennessee and in favor of Alabama here. So on this next play with 53 seconds left in the first quarter, 2nd and goal, mind you, referees call a quarterback run here to the right side, a quarterback power basically off tackle, and this play gets like a yard or two. So obviously they're calling a run because, they expect Alabama to be able to stop that, and they know that's going to favor Alabama if a run play is called. So 2nd and goal run play from the 2nd and goal from 10 yards out, 9 yards out. So yeah, obviously the referees called that. And then let's look at what Tennessee did next. So it's 3rd and goal from about 9 or 8 yards out, right? 7 yards out. And what's going to happen here is crazy because this is just such blatant cheating by Alabama and the referees. Tennessee's going to draw up. Oh, wait, hold on. The referees are going to help Tennessee mess up this play, and it's going to be in favor of Alabama. So what Tennessee does, they do a great job of making this play where the offensive coordinator makes a play where there's tension again. They have an out route, well, not an out route, a corner route with the tight end, number 87, and they have the wide receiver run a slant inside, and they have a guy going out to the flat, their running back. And so this, obviously, what they're supposed to do is confuse those Alabama defenders who are probably in pattern match zone or man. And basically that slant route from the receiver that's happening in front of the corner route from the tight end is going to do a little rub concept where your DB DB or the linebacker, whoever's on the tight end, can't stay in front of his guy or can't stay on top of his guy because he has to navigate around that slant route that came in front of him. So it creates a natural pick, or as they call it, a rub route. So now what's going to happen here is that the tight end is wide open. And unfortunately, what the referees did to help Alabama now that their coverage is beaten, because they knew that Alabama was going to get beat in coverage here, so they're like, oh man, we really got to help them out. What we're going to do is make Milton throw the ball too high and not toward the pylon, so that it's harder for the tight end to catch it. And then on top of that, they're going to make sure that the tight end can't jump high enough to get two hands on the ball, because the referees are cheating for Alabama. So in order to do that, they have to affect the biology of the players. They're affecting the biology of the Tennessee quarterback and the Tennessee tight end. I just wanted y'all to see how Tennessee is cheating and how the referees are really helping Alabama win this game. So let's keep going, because there's like a whole bunch more that you can see on these plays. It's so crazy. I'm laughing about it because it's just crazy how blatant this is and how, Alabama should be investigated because of what's going on here. Now, let's go into the second quarter because it just kept going. It's now 3rd and 7 in the second quarter, 11 minutes and 57 seconds in the quarter. By the way, Tennessee is up 13-0, but it's 3rd and 7 now, and they're going to try to keep increasing that lead. They're going to try to go down the field, but the refs are going to help Alabama again here. So what Tennessee's going to do is they got 11 personnel, 2 wide receivers to the left at the top of the screen, 1 down at the bottom, which might be the tight end, running back set to the right. What they're going to do here is throw a swing pass to the running back out in the flat on 3rd and 7, because the referees got a hold of the play call, and they told Josh Heupel, you know what you should do on 3rd and 7? This will really get Alabama. Run a swing pass that the route doesn't go past the line of scrimmage, let alone go past the first down marker, because that'll really get them. And so they're going to help Alabama by making it easier for Alabama to defend a play that doesn't even try to cross the first down marker. So the referees they're really at it, y'all. This is bad. Somebody report this to the SEC officiating office today. And then come on, let's do it again, y'all. It's second quarter. This is so blatant. It's so blatant. It's 3rd and 8. It's 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. And man, look, Tennessee's got those wide splits. They got the wide receiver all the way to the top of the screen on the left side, all the way to the 2 wide receivers all the way to the far right side. And they got the up back to the right line of scrimmage, running back set to the left, so it's 11 personnel. And on 3rd and 8, look what Tennessee does. Man, like Joe Milton is going to run up. He's going to scramble on 3rd and 8. And, instead of continuing to run, like maybe put his head down, he dives. Because, what the referee did, you see that referee that's standing in the middle of the field? He actually tripped Joe Milton here, right? So what he did was he threw a rock out there, and that's why Joe Milton, dived forward and put his elbow down. Because, when you go down, you got to brace yourself for impact. And the referee knew that he would do that. So he threw that rock down there to make him trip. And Joe Milton's like, oh, no, I'm falling. Let me catch myself. My elbow's going to go down right before the first down marker. And the referee knew that would happen. And that's why on this play, it ended up being a 4th and inches, because the referee stopped Joe Milton from getting that first down on that scramble on 3rd and 8. It was not because Alabama played defense and stopped the scramble, on a good scramble, by the way. It's not that Alabama ended up stopping a good scramble. It's because the referee helped Joe Milton stop at 4th and inches. And then, of course, that set up the next play where the referees were like, all right, we got him where we want him, Alabama. We can really help y'all now, because now that we got him stopped on 4th and inches, because this is the most optimal way for you guys to get a 4th down stop, we're going to let them run a play on 4th and inches, right? And we told Josh Heupel, this is what the referees are saying. We told Josh Heupel to run another quarterback running play, because the first 2 worked so well earlier in the game, right? And it's definitely going to get the first down. And the referees are like, look, Alabama, they're running it again. So stop them this time, and you'll get the ball back on your side of the field. And so what Tennessee does is, look, they're running this play. And, oh no, look, the referees then had Joe Milton, get caught by the Alabama defenders as they came up, to the line of scrimmage and impacted this play and wrapped up Joe Milton. The referees made Joe Milton not have any help as he's running forward for this first down and get stopped on 4th down. It was all set up from that last play to this one. The referees set it up so that Tennessee would turn the ball over here on 4th down instead of punting the ball, by the way. Tennessee could have punted this ball, but obviously punting is not what you're supposed to do in this situation, or not a viable option. Therefore, if you don't get it, that means the referees are cheating for Alabama, because look what they did. They stopped Joe Milton from getting the first down on the previous play, and they took away the option of punt. I'm pretty sure the referees told Josh Heupel that he can't punt. And that's why they went for it on this 4th and inches. And that's what happened right here. It's kind of sad, really, when you think about it. It's crazy that this is what's going on. Somebody report Alabama to the SEC officiating office. And then, look, it gets crazier. It's the 3rd quarter, 7 minutes, 10 seconds left. It's 3rd and 9 this time. Tennessee's still up, by the way. It's 20-17. Tennessee's still winning the game. It's crazy on this 3rd and 9. Look what the referees do to stop Tennessee again. Tennessee snaps this ball. They throw this pass to the wide receiver number 9, Keaton, on a hitch route 5 yards up the field. Oh, this is crazy, because like basically the referees once again took the play calling responsibilities from the Tennessee offensive coordinator, from Josh Heupel, and they said, hey, run the hitch route. That's the play you got to take, because you can't run a route past the first down marker. There's no way you can do that. You can only run a route that's short of the first down marker. So throw it there, and then when he catches it, you know, he'll try to run for the first down. It's surefire proof. It's going to make it. Because the first time you did a play like this, where you like threw the ball underneath on third down, it definitely got a first down. So it'll work for sure this time. And unfortunately, it didn't get there, or should I say intentionally, because the referees called that play knowing that Tennessee will come up short 1 yard. And then guess what? They did it again. They set it up again, y'all. You know how the last time they had them run the play on third down and tried to go for it on fourth? The referees once again took away the ability to punt for Tennessee. They took it away, and now they have to go for it on 4th and 1 again. And then guess what they called this time? The referee said, hey, it's a little too suspicious if we make them run the quarterback for a third time ineffectively. So hand it off this time, because running the ball will definitely work here against the Alabama defense that stopped us running the ball all day. But the referees were like, hey, run the ball, because we took the play card to heart and we called this play, and we took away their ability to punt. And this is what we got. Alabama got an easy stop on 4th and 1. And oh man, Alabama is now getting help from the referees, because the referees called that play for Tennessee, and the referees took away Tennessee's ability to punt. It's just so crazy that this is what's going on. And then the last play, when Tennessee finally was behind on Alabama, I'm not even gonna like bring up the most egregious thing that the refs did wrong, which was let Joe Milton get strip sacked. I'm not even gonna talk about that. We're just gonna skip that play, and we're gonna go on to the their last chance. It's like 3rd and 9, 4th quarter, 7 minutes 1 second left. It's 3rd and 9 again, and look, they pulled out their old tricks again. The referees. On this play, Tennessee 11 personnel, Joe Milton sees his guy on the left side. He goes for the throw, which this could be a completion, by the way. It's a comeback route to the tight end, but the ball sails. But it wasn't because Joe Milton missed a throw. It's because the referees took hold of his biology again, and they like maybe had a fan, and they caused that ball to sail once again. And it's crazy that they're able to get away with doing such crazy stuff. And that's how the referees cheated for Alabama and made Alabama win the game, and that's how Tennessee lost. It's crazy. But anyway, let me talk about why it never makes sense to go to complain about referees. If you're not playing well enough, well, let me actually say it this way. If you're playing in a way that you feel like the officiating is determining the outcome of the game, you haven't played well enough to win the game. No matter how many penalties happen, justly called or not justly called, they are statistically very small amount of plays, and they have a very small impact in the grand scheme of the overall game. If you had 70 plays on offense and you had penalties on 8 of them, then statistically that's less than like 15% for sure of the total plays of the game. So that means on all the other 62 plays where there was no penalties, you should have been executing better to get touchdowns. So that's why I don't complain. I can say this because you'll never, on my Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, forums, on YouTube, you've never seen me complain about penalties or officiating. I never do it. It never makes sense to me. No one should, because your team should play well enough to where officiating does not determine the impact of the game. Even when the Saints had that weird game a few years ago, where like everyone was talking about like the pass interference or whatever happened on that play, I was like, whoever lost that game, they should have played better to where that play wouldn't have mattered in the end, because you cannot blame the external things that you can't control for the outcome of the game. You have to do what you need to do to win no matter what. So it doesn't make sense to me to complain about officiating when you could have done so much more to win the game. That's all I got to say about this. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed my fun here. Tennessee fans, I actually, even though I'm making fun of the team and in fun of all these reactions that we're making fun of, I really want to know what you think. Do you agree with me? That's what I want to know. Do you actually agree? If you don't agree with my assessment, without worrying about missing a play, let me know. I promise you.